Happy Halloween, children.
Okay, Orange Peels Podcast number 5. Here we go. All right, and for the 5th podcast of the Orange Peels, we've got a very special guest, ladies and gentlemen, Angela, the Herbalist.
Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you. This is our first big guest. This is our first legit, real, artsy guest. Yeah, she's artsy.
Artsy-fartsy, because we're an artsy-fartsy podcast.
I'm a rapper, but I guess I'm artsy-fartsy.
Yeah, and this is Angela Herbalist. She's been rapping all over Reno. She just did Project Foe the other night. For her second or third time? Is it your third time?
Yeah, it was my 3rd performance there, and I didn't place, but I absolutely killed it. And I'm going to tell you why I didn't place is because people who win sound the same. They sound like something that you'd hear on the radio, and people who make it are different.
Yeah.
So. I
remember I was there when you did your first one and you came in 3rd, and we were all so proud of you then. That was great.
Yeah, must be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe you didn't place that. That's crazy. Yeah. She's really good. Check her out on SoundCloud and YouTube and fucking all other places that you get music from.
I'm sure she has a Facebook as well.
So Facebook's the big one.
I'm sure I'll be tagged in this video.
She's
so
gonna
check
be
it out.
She's gonna be probably tagged as the Herbalist and Angela Hegney. So hit her up. So yeah. You came out with a new song not too long ago, right?
Yes, Angela the Herbalist. I just dropped it yesterday.
Boom.
I debuted it at Project Flow and got some pretty good feedback from it, but it's one of my less lyrically interesting songs. It's more of an ass shaker kind of vibey.
Yeah.
Well, we still need those too, man. There's still parties out there.
Yeah.
Is that the one that goes with Angela the Herbalist?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that one. I like that. I like that song. Okay.
Glad you got to give it a listen.
Yeah. No, me and Danny.
Where you at, Tyler?
Me and Danny.
Well, I don't know.
Shit, I didn't turn my phone on vibrate.
Fucking how unprofessional.
I know. And it was Danny who hit me up. But, anyways.
Luckily, we're all a bunch of professionals.
Yeah.
Should
So
I
what
grab
was...
the pen?
I have 3 of them.
No. The one with fucking marijuana.
Oh. Is that on the... Yeah, I get that.
Oh, I didn't know we smoked on camera.
We smoke on camera. This is the Orange Peels, man. We do it all on camera. We'll be fucking on camera.
Oh, damn. Okay, not this episode. Tune in next time.
That's our snuff channel. That's our snuff channel. Please check that out. That's
snuff.
It's edition. Orange Peels Snuff edition.
Yeah. Careful,
You know?
Smell-O-Vision's coming out soon. We're going to put that on the Snuff edition.
Oh my god. Oh, that's too much.
Okay. So what's it like recording? Besides podcasts, obviously.
Recording music is truly magical. You just get in this zone, and my producer actually has a setup where it's like you're isolated, so you just feel comfortable and open and able to put out your best product, and that's why all my new recordings have sounded really clean. He's a really great producer. Shout out to Julius Tanks, JT, what's up? Watch his podcast too. And I love being in the studio. It's my favorite place to be.
So is it like a little room and it's just you in the little room with the mic hanging down, or
some black foam on the wall?
Yeah. What do we got here?
It's a garage.
It's a garage. all right.
Starting from the bottom, now we're here.
Yes. But his mixing quality and the quality of his mic makes all the difference.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a nice studio. It just has to be nice equipment.
Yes.
Exactly. And I actually used to work in the music where we used to sell all that shit, and I used to have to hand unload it from trailers and shit. And actually, I discovered that a lot of their stuff isn't even that good. So sorry.
All right. So.
You know, it's funny too. When Brian told me that you were heading over soon this morning, it was 9:30. I was like, "What the fuck is with this getting up and doing our shit early?" I thought she was a rapper, man.
I worked until 2 a.m. last night, so
Dude, that's
but I'm
to
here.
come in this early.
Absolutely.
I mean, I did set my alarm clock this morning. I wanted to be up at 9:30, but I was like, still ready to. I wanted to lay down for a couple hours.
When I messaged you guys this morning, I was thinking about sleeping in. No, gotta get up and get shit done.
That's awesome. Yeah, I woke up pretty early. I was up at like 8:30 this morning. But That's
It's a good motivation to getting up early.
Yeah, it got me up, I think. So yeah, anyways, we've gone through the first 4 already in probably about 10 minutes. So, next up on our docket here is how we met the Herbalist. And
High school's a hell of a place.
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
More like high school's a small world, man.
Yeah.
You step on someone's shoe and you're like, oh, hey, you want to be friends?
For 4 years.
Or they say you want to be friends. I don't know. It could go either way.
Usually went the other way for me.
Yeah, that is not the way it went for us. Because Brian was a hell of an asshole. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I was a special kind of prick.
But sometimes the best friends are made of,
assholes.
Yes, and the ones you wouldn't expect at first, the ones you never even would have given a chance to be friends with, because
which should say something to some people. Sometimes you got to give people a chance.
absolutely.
You can't judge us by our first
like when you see me with a beard, I probably look Arab. Guess what? I'm not.
You do look like an Islamic funded terrorist.
Right now, I look Islamic. It's okay. I'm not. But it happens.
He may or may not bomb you.
Mm-hmm.
He gets real Israeli looking. Like he starts looking like he knows Krav Maga the more that beard comes in.
No, it's true.
It's fucking funny shit.
You do look a little bit like Aladdin.
Oh my god, that's the second time he's gotten Aladdin, dude. Like when we posted the second Chaos News Network, somebody was like, "You've been kicking it with Aladdin."
I'm Aladdin, ladies and gentlemen. I am Aladdin.
Prince Ali, fabulous he.
Come see my new movie. It is a live-action movie.
If he's Aladdin, then you're Jafar.
Oh fucking shit! I can live with Jafar,
Oh my god!
You gotta get the little
pointy, ridiculous beard.
The little fucking.
Oh fuck!
Pinstripe.
That's fucking hilarious. I want what's this bird's name? It's not Zazu. It's fucking.
It ain't there.
I think it is Zazu.
No, Zazu's from The Lion King. It's fucking.
Oh, it has that voice.
It's Gilbert Gottfried's the
Yes!
voice, but somebody's yelling at their phone right now. It's fucking.
Asiago! It's Asiago!
Yes!
For the love of God, thank you. I felt it.
Yes, Asiago. I love that movie.
Admittedly.
Have you seen the live action preview?
Oh, you'll see me in it.
You don't fucking stop with your shit over here. Thank you.
It's fucking funny.
I'm good.
Yeah. So Angela hated me in high school because I was a douche.
But I became more lighthearted. He'd become less of a douche.
Yeah,
And then they grew on each other.
Yeah, that's how it worked. And then he introduced me to Aladdin here.
Yes. I don't even remember that day, honestly.
I don't.
It was just like one of those.
High school, like when she met you.
No, maybe see me around, but I'm pretty sure I met her here on like one of those days where, we had the crew all
Sorry, she didn't really
together.
hate me until like I started hanging out with Christian and everybody already, and everybody else was gone.
Yeah, and she didn't really know me till like you were living here. So
it's so funny now because now I hit up Christian all the time and I'm like, support my music, watch my shit, come on my show.
Christian is a fucking Herbalist fanboy. Don't get it wrong. He loves your shit. Yeah, he really does.
Awesome.
Shout out to the Burgard. But yeah, fucking, he loves your music, and so do I. You got a lot of good music out there. Can't remember what my favorite is. Oh, did you ever write Ruby the Red-Nosed Pit, or is that still in theory?
That one is in process. I do have some of it written down.
For sure. Christmas is always right around the corner.
Oh
Herb,
my God, that's so true. Okay, I'm gonna have to finish it now.
that shit. Yeah, check out her Ruby the Red-Nosed Pit when it drops.
Yes.
That'll be fire as always. Herbalist don't mess around. Fuck. Okay. So what are your goals as far as music?
Oh man, I got big goals. I got big dreams. Obviously, a dream of mine has always been to be with Strange Music or to do a song with someone from Strange Music. So I'm looking at specifically Tech Nine, of course. But I love Ritz. I love Chris Calico. I love Cess Crew. So all that shit. Any of it would be good. I'd be satisfied entirely.
Yeah.
But I'll probably make music always because I just love it so much.
That's how I feel about writing. So yeah, I know what you mean.
And I'm hoping to start doing some out of state shows in the next gear too.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick, dude. Like I said, you gotta start slinging that merchandise dick all over the place, though.
Looking at merchandise.
Yeah.
Don't go for CDs.
No, shirts and shit.
No. When I was working at Music, there's a rapper that was working there, and he was handing out CDs to us. I was like, he handed me, and I was like, dude, I don't have anything to listen to. Like,
I totally did all the CDs and shit at my very first show. I fucking printed them out, a little mixtape of me and Win Doobie. I had all my homies handing them out too, and then I walk into the girls' bathroom, and there's one laying on the trash can.
Yeah. So, t-shirts, hats, let's get them started, man. If there's someone out there that would love to make t-shirts or hats for Angela, please message us on our Facebook. Brian, shut up. Message us on our Facebook, The Orange Peels. Hit us up. Get in contact with us. We'll start slinging some merchandise dick, as Brian put it earlier.
Yeah, we still want our Gimp Dragon shirts. That's our Gimp Dragon. He's going to be on our shirt.
Chained. Little collar. Maybe some spikes on it.
Little Gimp Dragon. Maybe he's a man in a suit. We don't know, but he's the Gimp Dragon.
He brings good luck and magic to your podcast.
Obviously, the Gimp Dragon.
Well, my other goals, like as far as short-term goals, I'm looking at releasing an album that I can actually sell, but in order to do that, I have to purchase exclusive beats, because right now, everything I've written is to, like, YouTube beats, and so I can put it out there, I can perform it, I can even put it on a CD and give it away, or do, like, buy a t-shirt, get a CD.
But you'd have to make your own music to actually sell.
Yes, I either need to buy exclusive beats or learn how to make them myself. So.
Not that hard, there's a lot of apps.
Computer,
and I'm working on all that too. Shout out to Rocky, my very dear friend and my boyfriend. I love you so much.
I love you too, Rocky.
He is working on getting me a setup and stuff like that. He's the best.
I love Rocky. He's great. I half expected him to be here with you. I thought it was almost going to be like a dual podcast thing, and we were just going to have Rocky sitting there on his phone.
He's working his ass off right now, installing granite and doing big boy things. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You always get to stay busy. Somehow, someway.
Fucking Rocky. I love that kid.
I love him too.
Okay, so I only have 2 more things on our docket, and one of them's dispensaries. We could maybe talk about that, and then the other one after that is rough out there for a pimp.
Damn, it is so rough out there for a pimp. But we would get back to that one later.
Okay, so about dispensaries, that shit is crazy. If weed's not legal where you live, you don't know how good life can actually be.
And how fucking ridiculous it can be, because we still get drug tested for marijuana at jobs, although it is state legal. Yeah. Fucking bowl lore.
Not at Grand Sierra. Shout out to Grand Sierra Resort.
GSR being in the future.
Yeah, they actually know what's good for the fucking company. Let potheads work there because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the last job interview I went to, I literally had to run out. They said, I thought it was going to be a mouth swab test, which I was totally ready for, but then it was a piss test. And
I
Yeah.
And then they called me back and I had to lie and say my mom was in a car accident.
Oh my god! You're out here taking some next level shit up there.
Yeah, man. I don't play games. When I lie, I lie big.
And he was told it was a mouth swab test.
I was told on multiple occasions it was a mouth swab test.
So not only are we being deceived? Deceived? I can't even think of the word. No, I fucking know it.
Deceived.
You deceived me, damn you.
Yeah, some bowl lore.
It's some bowl lore, man.
Kind of sounds like being castrated, like deceived.
It does, dude. Oh my god, I was deceived.
I guess I made up a new word today.
Yep. I like DESEED.
Yes, deceived.
Like 5 E's in the word.
It's just like, where I come from, all of our names have 6 U's, 2 I's, and a J.
Israel?
Yeah.
Your name's like Julian with like 7 U's.
No, it's more like Juhahanalin. You gotta get the in there. Yeah, like you got, kernel stuck in your throat, like some popcorn. Yeah, which I just applied to the other day, so hit me up, Boom Chicka Pop. That's a popcorn company.
I know
applied
it.
to a popcorn company?
That's called Boom Chicka Pop.
Oh, shit.
Hire me.
Or be a sponsor. Fuck.
Either way, I need income.
Oh So, anyways.
Man, it's rough out there for a pimp.
It's so rough out there for the pimps. Fucking Orange Peel Crags.
That fucking dispensary talk went nowhere.
I know. It was fucking boo, just nothing to say about it.
There's some good people working there. I'm gonna bring it back around just for a little bit, just
Yeah,
so we
shout out to Carson and Hit Dispensary. You're fucking nice as fuck.
Yeah.
Sold me two joints for $9. I loved her for it.
Yeah, there's some nice people that work in there. We need more nice people working there because, you know, nobody likes dealing with assholes when you go to buy weed.
Yeah.
That's why we stopped going to our dealers. No, it's not.
Tip your bartender.
Tip your bartender. Yeah, you gotta tip them. Definitely tip them.
Yeah.
If you can afford to buy weed, you can afford to tip. And if you can afford to drink, you can afford to tip.
That's-
Tip your damn bartender, too.
I don't know.
Herbalist, your bartender is showing.
Sometimes we spend the last of our money on the weed. We don't have enough to tip. We can, you know, sneak into the back and give you an HJ, but that's about
A good old fashioned.
That's about it. Give you a nice AJ. HJ.
Yeah, what's an AJ? Is that an ass job?
That is an ass job. Or you're licking it, bro. I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to you, man. It's a
Everybody
choice.
likes to eat ass until it tastes
It's
like
your choice.
charcoal.
Yuck! Jesus. Should have never came onto a fucking podcast hosted by two men.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. You're making us look ethnically diverse. Yeah, we got a brown kid and a woman. You know, I look like I'm very progressive.
Oh my fucking god. I should have brought my dogs.
Yeah, Karma and Zeus would have been great for the podcast.
Yeah.
Just running around and shit. Hopefully they didn't knock the camera over, but that would have been fun. I do miss them. I haven't seen your dogs in forever.
They're awesome. They're the best dogs in the whole world. If you have pit bulls, treat them right. Don't ever get rid of them. If you get rid of them, just kill yourself. You're a piece of shit.
Pit bull puppies.
Yeah.
Puppies in an ice cream. Puppies in an ice.
I remember when you used to sing that all the time.
Yeah, you remember I used to sing when I was taking a pee. Coming in from smoking.
You just bob his head like this. Puppies and ice cream. Puppies and ice.
Yeah.
You know, you should make my beach.
I am a musician. I'm an artist. As it's been brought up a few times.
artists.
Well,
This is a podcast for artists.
we could literally do a live show with you where he's on drums and I'm on guitar.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Damn,
That'd be
quit
fun.
playing them.
I'm
That'd
not
be
playing.
fun. And
I
it would
would
be
do
original
it.
beats.
Alright, I'm way too
I already
bad.
have one.
That'd be
I'll
fun.
show it to you after
Quit
the podcast.
playing them!
I tried to give it to someone else, but they didn't want it.
No, you're fucking lost. You wait, we're going straight for the top.
Yes.
No, true story. I tried to work with someone else, another rapper, another local rapper. I'm not. Should I mention it?
No. You can drop names if you want. You can call them a piece of shit.
I'm not gonna. They're not.
Yeah, don't drop their name, because any publicity is good publicity if you didn't know. So don't drop their name. Don't give them the satisfaction. But you know who the fuck you are.
You know who you are.
But yeah, no, I came up with one. I hit him a little melody.
I fucking know who it is too now.
Yeah. And I gave it to them a couple months ago. I sent them. I tried to get in contact, but it was ignored, unfortunately. But you know,
we were totally gonna do the same thing with them, and they just never hit us up.
Yeah, it's okay though. But you know, we got the Herbalist here, so maybe she would like to take some interest in
our musical direction.
Yeah, our little musical direction that we started fucking back in high school that pretty much went nowhere.
Yeah, you've already gotten so much farther than us, but
Not even. Let's go nowhere together.
Not only are we Beatles fans with the Nowhere Man, but now we are Nowhere people.
Nowhere people.
And we are going somewhere. Here!
Fuck. We're out of shit to talk about.
But we're also out of time.
Oh, are we out of time? We could be out of time.
You're a liar. We choose it, and it just kind of ends whenever. But like usually when we run out of shit to talk about, but I'm not done yet. So I don't want to be done yet.
He says.
Oh man, fuck.
Come on, Tyler. If you don't want to be done, you gotta have something to continue with.
We are now selling these decorative plants.
Why are you always going to
if we
sell
have-
mode when you're lost? You're on our first podcast, dude. We got Nerf guns all over the table. He's like, "This is the CZ-28." Just start slinging Nerf guns at him.
That are already out being sold. in Walmart's everywhere.
Yeah, you can get a cactus from us though. We
Yeah,
have
we
one
also
in
have
stock.
Alameda. We have 2 different little hybrid species of Alameda. This one is like, I don't even know what the fuck it's called. If it has a Latin name, it probably does, but I don't know it. This is it. And then we have his little brother here, right? And then we got our little cactus, just growing there. Here, and let's see, here you go. Little cacti.
And you didn't know every plant is actually one of a kind. So this is a one of a kind option.
Yes, you can use it as a mantelpiece, a centerpiece on a dining table.
Do I hear 350, 350, 450?
This is an online auction. Right now we have no one bidding.
We would imagine no one will bid. Go down in the comments, place your bids on the cactus. If you hit $10, you probably get it. So I need another joint.
Hold on, but I think we should take a few steps back though, honestly, because we went nowhere with when you guys met. We almost went nowhere with any of the topics that we went. We kind of just went on tangents. So let's go back to where you guys met.
We blazed through everything. I don't really remember the first time I met Angela. I remember. I don't want to tell that story. But I remember one day, me and my friends, we would just started talking to Angela, and Angela had already decided she hated me for whatever reason she picked.
There was a few.
Yeah, there was probably a few. Anyways, I remember me and my friends were all walking away from Herbalist one day, and we're going to class, and I'm like, man, I just love how down to earth she is, man. She's so cool. And fucking my buddy Chase is just like, I love her tits.
Chase, fuck you.
Oh, what's great is he is an orange peel Craig. He'll see this.
Well, I'll go a little bit further with that. When our relationship actually started to develop, it's kind of a funny story because I've done business with this man for quite some time, since high school. And one day, I came over to do a bit of business, and I dropped off the wrong item. And I was so freaked out. And he loves this item I happened to drop off accidentally.
And she gave me a lot of the items.
Yes. So I was for sure, that this asshole that I just happened to sell to, that I didn't even like at all, was going to fucking steal from me because he could. He had all the cookies in his motherfucking jar. And it was my dumb ass fault, so what was I even going to say? Nothing. He's a good customer. I was still going to let him buy from me, so I was shit out of luck, I figured. Yeah. I'm on my way back. I pick up the mistaken item, drop off the right item, take the mistaken item back home, and put it on the scale to find that nothing has been touched, removed, nibbled, even sniffed. That shit was intact, and I had never seen such a presentation of integrity from someone who I doubted before. So I automatically have to give Brian a little bit of a chance. Also, shout out to Danny because she liked him before I did, so she kind of convinced me too. So
Danny, thank you again for making Herbalist not hate me. Because that was all you, homie. I probably wouldn't have nearly as many friends today as I do now if it wasn't for Danny.
Me neither, for the record.
She's a good bitch. We love you, Dyke.
I wouldn't even have Rocky if it wasn't for Danny.
That's true, that's true.
See, we all bring one another together.
We make a nice little weave, and eventually there's a blanket, and that's your supportive friends. And
I would have gone
blanket.
I would have gone with family
I know,
quilt,
right?
But
A family quilt. I like family quilt. Don't fuck with me.
Friend blanket is like, you know what, on Rick and Morty, when they have the Morty dome?
Yeah.
That's what I get you when you say friend blanket.
They're all just weaved together, getting stabbed in the sides.
He's
That
like,
was
shit,
so
you can accomplish the same thing with like 4 Mortys and a jumper cable.
Not that I'd ever do it.
Ghoulish overkill.
Okay, baby. Rick and Morty's so good.
hey, if you haven't watched Rick and Morty in its new season, number 3, check that shit out.
Yep.
Also, you need to drop number 4. Rick and Morty.
Like,
Dan Harmon, what are you doing?
Yes,
Drop
please.
that shit.
already.
Fucking 7 more seasons coming, dude. That means we're gonna get 10 seasons at least.
So also drop it so we can talk about it a lot, because we have a lot to talk about with it.
Yeah.
So,
Like, will Mr. Poopy Butthole have grandchildren?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The world
Will
may
he
never
ever
know.
have a wife? You know?
He does have a wife now.
Yeah, Mr.
Will they,
Poopy Butthole got
you
married.
know,
And has
will
a
she
child.
die?
You know, I love that.
Will they go on an adventure?
I love that clip where fucking Mr. Poopy Buttholes were proposing to Morty. And just that little snapshot scene.
Oh yeah.
At the fountain, dude.
Yeah,
at the fountain.
It's fucking like, oh man, Morty's mind blowers have gone in deep.
Yeah.
They really have. Fuck.
That's such a good show.
They need to do Morty's mind blowers too, right away, immediately.
Yeah.
We need more mind blowers.
What's great is that episode could run like exactly the same, just different mind blowers.
Yes.
Like it could run exactly the same. Because they don't remember it anyways.
Exactly.
I'm getting a phone call. This is so unprofessional. I'm gonna have to ignore that.
You guys want to put some in the bottle or something?
Oh fuck no. That's out.
The rules. We didn't have to fucking make the rules the same. Jesus, we could have made it like lick fucking.
Who gets
the
punched
window.
in the face?
Or that, like literally.
I like the who gets punched in the face or like the window.
Yeah, dude. We can make fun. We can make it real fun, man. You know, we could post this.
Oh yeah, you gotta lick the cactus?
No, not lick it. We have to poke it. Fucking bink. And then we got a little thorn in our finger.
Oh my god. Okay, I hate to do this because I know that any publicity is bad publicity, is good publicity, you know, and I really don't want to support this bitch, but I just have to say, you know the fucking slut from Dr. Phil who said, "Cash me outside, how about that?" Baby? That bitch is coming to Reno. Why the fuck are you bringing the biggest trash to Reno? Like, we already got enough trash here already. You know she's gonna be down at the strip club afterwards, fucking thinking she's moving in and shit. Come on now, what the fuck?
I agree
She's
with
like
Angela.
17. I don't think she'll be at the strip club.
You'd be surprised.
Well, she can probably get in anywhere. She has money.
No. She will be on a pole. She will be working there. And you better believe there's already 17-year-olds working there right now.
Damn. Herbalist coming with that hard truth.
Yeah. That's what we need on this podcast. Here!
Here. You're so excited. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome, dude. I'm glad I'm having a good time.
I'm glad we can talk about Rick and Morty on a podcast.
Yeah, we can talk about whatever we want.
I love
Yeah.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
I
we can
love
talk
Rick and Morty,
about
too.
spicy chicken food.
Yeah, spicy chicken food. Oh.
I'm so hungry. I haven't
know.
eaten today.
Dude, that Thai food place that she takes me to is so fucking fire.
Bangkok cuisine?
Yes, there's like a salmon curry there. Oh my fuck, it's great.
I
It's a
would have
Penang
never
curry.
thought. Oh,
You gotta try the pumpkin curry too. It's hella good.
I would have never thought in curry and salmon.
No, dude, it's so good. It's just, the curry's just like a sauce over the salmon.
That sounds
It's
delicious.
And it's just like...
We hella went there in a big group. Dude, you remember when your mom took us to the nicest restaurant in Reno?
Dude, yes.
That was like
so
exactly
fun.
a year ago.
Just over a year ago, yeah. Man, shit's changed a lot.
I know. That was awesome. I hope I can do that for her one day. At an
That'd be
even
great.
nicer restaurant.
That'd be great.
Like, I hope the bill's
That
like
restaurant's
$6
closing.
grand. Oh, is it really?
Yeah, they're opening a chain restaurant there and stuff.
Are you fucking kidding
I
me?
know.
Atlantis,
I
get
know.
your shit together.
Do you remember that crab cake with the little fucking green sauce, dude? They fucking stopped serving that like 2 weeks later. I went back and was like, look at that crab cake, and it was gone.
Like,
They fucked off the crab cake at Cactus Creek, too.
God damn it.
I know. They got a new fucking chef. They replaced Chef Casey. Casey's unreplaceable.
He was such a good dude.
And you know, they kept his recipe for a little bit and then they fucked it up. I went back and it was fucked up. I took one bite. I was like, who fucked up the crab cake?
Yeah, crab cakes are important, man. Don't you know that's the key to successful restaurant business?
A nice
Fuck.
crab cake. A nice crab cake and a martini, and I'm in heaven.
How the fuck does Long John Silver stay in business? Have you ever seen anyone eating at Long John
There's
Silver?
only one in Reno.
I know. How the fuck does it even stay
I
open?
have no idea.
You know, the only time I've been there was to meet up with my parents so they could switch cars.
Long John Silver's, what's up? Your parking lot's more visited than you are. Okay. I think I've been to a Long John Silver's for a drug deal. That's about it.
Oh my god, dude. You know what we should do for our skits? We should just fucking really stick it in their face. We should film.
Have a Long John Silver's?
No, like a robbery or something outside of Long John Silver's.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
and then that's it.
Like, we could have robbed the restaurant, but this guy probably has more money,
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Like a really famous person rolls up, and they go in there and be like,
We could rob
"Fuck
the
it."
Herbalist. This could be the skit that
Oh
did.
shit, oh god. I keep all my money in the bank.
I'm just amazing. Buy yourself a safe system.
Alright, so let's get down to some real shit. Did you know that if some fucking terrorist
Sorry.
if some fucking terrorist
Sorry.
drops a super bug that shuts down the internet, do you realize what will happen?
Economy
Oh, your
will
money goes
collapse. That's why I said, get your savings.
Not just that, like that's long term, you know, because people would obviously stay calm for a couple of days without the internet. They'll fix it, they'll fix it, yeah. But immediate effect, traffic lights are going to stop working.
For shizzle.
You have zero money other than what's in your pocket, and how are we going to communicate? How can we reorder? Everything is internet based.
It's even crazier if they cut electricity, like straight up, because then you don't even get water, because water is pumped electricity.
But is the electricity right now based on the internet?
No.
Thank God.
Yeah. It's still wires in our walls, but eventually maybe it'll all be Wi-Fi.
No, that's a bad idea. That's bad. See, that's how you become dependent and you get fucked when somebody creates a super virus that shuts down the whole fucking internet. And it will happen.
So something else to talk about is I've literally been thinking about this since I was in high school. I've literally had dreams since high school about some kind of fucking collapse, whether it's economy, whether it's a fucking war that occurs, or whether it's a fucking zombie virus. Yeah. I've had dreams of them. So you bringing this up actually gives us more shit to talk about. I actually just read a book. Go read this book, The Patriots. It will open your eyes to how real this shit could happen, and just fucking, it'll make you think. It really will. But yeah, it talks about everything you're talking about right now. You know, economy collapses. You know, there's no more fucking government. Government goes right out the window. You don't hear shit from them. Counties pretty much just take over, you know, like
smaller local governments.
Yeah, you know, police, you know, they try to keep everything together, but once
civilians got guns in this fucking country.
Yeah.
Everybody's the police now.
Yeah, dude, you know, everything goes out, dude. The stores, there's no more workers, no employees, everything gets stolen. Fuck buying it. You know, money. You're using it for trade and shit, but fucking
eventually it runs out.
If you go out, you know, you go out, fucking, you lose all your money. You have no more money because you spent it all mostly on gas because you're trying to get the fuck out of the city.
And gas is $10 a gallon now.
And now, shit, dude. In the book I was reading, it got up to 25, dude.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's real fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, everything will come down to communication, CB radios, ham radios. Start buying them.
Okay, we're not prepping for the apocalypse or nothing.
I'm giving ideas, motherfucker. We need to survive this shit.
What's far more likely than the internet going down or anything like that is, I was listening to this podcast the other day, and Eric Idle was talking to Mark Maron, and he was talking about how Putin, he thinks that Putin caused Brexit to destabilize the European government so that he could possibly cause a collapse and do an invasion in Europe. And if Putin does that, the real question is Captain Orange on Putin's side or Europe's side? Because either way, that's World War III.
And Brian...
Even though I've been giving him shit for years about being paranoid, I was immediately paused the podcast and like, Tyler, you know, that World War III shit might be closer than I've been giving you credit for fucking years.
Like, damn, it is getting kind of real.
Yeah, it's fucking shit's always getting real.
You know what else is real is fucking natural disasters. I don't know if you guys have heard about this volcano that's in the United States. It's like one of the biggest ones we have.
Yosemite?
I'm not sure. I know that if it blows, it will cover 70% of the United States in 4 feet of volcanic ash. And it's like just 2 states away from us. I can't remember what state it was in. I was just learning about it in my communications class. And did you know that we produce like over the half of the world's food? So if our fucking country gets covered in 4 feet of ash, everybody's fucked, dude. People are going to starve. Probably half the world, not half the fucking United States, probably half the world will fucking starve.
And what's crazy is that ash cloud, like that, you're talking about not seeing the sun for like 5 to 6 years.
So, you know, no more sun, no more fucking vitamin D, dog.
You better Sunny D up, my guys.
but bring it back to fucking America, man. Mass producing since World War II. Fucking Jesus Christ. Talking about fucking mass production, man. World War II. Now fucking World War III is apparently upon us.
It's not upon us. We're getting nuts, but it is possible.
Yeah, no, fucking. Yeah, I've had too many dreams about fucking shit hitting the fan, man. I've been very paranoid because of it, and
he's been paranoid since he was like 15, maybe. Running on 10 years of paranoia.
It was funny though. One of my favorite conversations with Brian though about my paranoia is we were talking about it, and he was, high, of course. Back in high school, you know, the whole spiel. And, and fucking, he gave me the idea, he's like, what if we just started, like, our own fucking tribes and shit? Fucking start surviving. Tyler, yours would have wolf pelts and shit. Fucking. Be like, fuck yeah, dude, that's right, we would. Fucking, no doubt, dude. I'd straight start my own, like, little group of survivors. I've already thought about it.
Dude, you know whose fucking tribe you want to be in the apocalypse is Joe Rogan's.
Yes!
Well, I'm kind of far from him, so I don't know if I would
It's only
join.
LA, man, and he's gonna be running this
That's
way.
far.
He's going this way, though. You
Oh,
just meet
that's
him in
true.
the middle.
That's true. I'll meet you in the middle, Joe. We'll collaborate, dog.
Collab, and we'll run JREs out of the apocalypse. Young Jamie, pull that up on the now internet.
Oh my god, dude. No, Jamie will just have a fucking stack of books and fucking shit.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, fuck.
It'll go down.
It's about to go down.
You know, I often like wonder about the consequences. You know, bringing up Joe Rogan, like how everybody would follow him and shit. I wonder
That motherfucker
about.
could run for president tomorrow.
Seriously, but if he was walking down the street, like he would be verbally attacked. You know, people would be coming up to him from every direction. I often wonder if success is a bit of a paradox. If you're kind of fucked either way, because you'll feel like you failed if you didn't, and if you do succeed, you'll be lacking that sense of genuine connection because it will seem like everybody just wants you for your status.
That's why Joe hangs out with like people who are comedians too and other famous people.
And also people who do DMT.
Yeah, and drugs. That was my next point. And drugs help a lot with that. You know, like oh fuck, you got a big ego, eat some mushrooms, dissolve that bitch right away.
Yeah, and Joe actually talks about he doesn't hang around, you know, the larger famous groups. He doesn't go to those big fucking LA Hollywood parties. He's gone to a couple, as he talks about with Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle dragged him to one. He was like, fuck, and which is also a comedian, so of course Joe's not gonna be like, I don't know about this, you know, but it's Dave fucking Chappelle. He's gonna be like, okay, I'll give it a chance, you know. And he did, but he doesn't. It's not a regular occurrence with him. So people like us like that about Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Rogan.
At the same time, things I like about Dan Harmon are that he does party and do shit like that all the time.
You know, so
it's whatever. Whoever you are, just be that person and try to stay that person throughout. You know?
Yeah.
Stay original and
vintage.
Vintage, I guess, works.
Dude, it's crazy how fast we're getting old. Can you guys believe we're gonna be 30 soon?
Dude,
yeah, I'm gonna be 30 tomorrow. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah.
I have to slow down on my drinking and stuff now. Fuck, man.
For the record, I am 23. But we are almost fucking 30.
Almost 30. We're gonna be 30 tomorrow. Based on how quick I was 23.
Dude, I was fucking 18 fucking yesterday.
I know, I had so much potential. Where did it all go? We've squandered so much time.
Yeah, and I was talking to Brian. I was literally talking to Brian. I had this thought the other day. I was like, we could either use, since time seems to be a thing for us, we could either use it to learn or to procrastinate. And I'm still fucking stuck in the middle, man. I'm like, God damn it, I need to start doing it. And this is what we're doing. This is that leap towards getting something started and learning, you know? Mm-hmm. Fucking learning,
it's
dude.
Growth, you know?
Yeah.
We're trying to be trees. We're saplings, we want to be trees.
Because if you're not doing anything with your time, you're just procrastinating, then you're not doing anything with, you know, what your fucking time, dog.
And then we'll be just like our parents and have nothing to show for our lives.
Which is a fear that has been of mine and Brian since we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny how much goes into like feeling fulfilled. There's like so much to it. Like you gotta look good. You gotta have something looking good on your arm. You have to fucking accomplish something. Mm-hmm. You have to take care of your health. You also have to have fun. You need to find a genuine connection with people that you don't want to have sex with. There is so much that goes into feeling fulfilled. It's insane.
And
it's almost unattainable.
Quest.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending quest for that fulfillment. That I think you get probably for like 4 breaths when you die. You're like, oh, I did it, and then done.
Yeah,
that's how long you get to be fulfilled.
What we're missing, people, is that primeval fucking accomplishment endorphin shit that we don't get anymore.
Yeah, like hunting and then fucking and then dying.
Yeah.
All in like a 3-week span, you know? That's your life, you know? I was hunting and then I fucked and then I died. Like,
that's what happens. Life goes on.
That was the best life I could live, you know? That was living your best life in fucking
10,000
BC.
Now we got all these tangents and subcategories of just shit that gets in the way of a lot of that feel of accomplishment that we're looking for, because not to be negative, but we're fucking trapped at these goddamn 9-to-5 jobs doing shit for people that don't give a fuck about us, so we don't get to accomplish something that makes us feel good. You know what I mean?
Which is why I support universal basic income. I want $12,000 a year so I can write fucking books and not do dick else.
I'm not saying I'm not willing to go to a 9-to-5 job.
I'm saying I'm not willing to go to a 9-to-5 job.
I'm saying I don't want to be there from 9 to fucking 5. I want to be there from like fucking 8 to 12 or some shit, you know? Like, make it reasonable.
The 4-hour workday, 3 days a week.